What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to season number 4 of the Stanford Cardinals online Dynasty. This is episode 51, week 1, and we're taking on number 6 Illinois. This is a rematch of last year's national championship, and of course Stanford is back here this season to at least try to do their best to defend that championship and try to get themselves back to the Natty. As Coach TJ Bonds won his first national championship last season, and he's hoping to have the same success as he did last year. Now, we've lost a lot of guys because of the NFL and, of course, of graduation, but we still have a lot of the players really on the defensive side that's still intact here that we can have a successful season. So, like I said before, this is a rematch of last year's national championship game. Of course, Illinois is ranked number 1 in the nation. This year, they're ranked number 6 as they lost quite a few players themselves. As we take a look at the preseason polls here, and then you see Air Force at number 1, and there you see we're at number 2, and then the Lovely Lions, they're at number 3 in the preseason. So Taylor, myself, and Steve at the top 3 spots there, and I'm hoping that we can try to muster ourselves into that national championship game, maybe play one against one of those 2 guys. But of course, there's going to be a lot of drama leading up to that, and of course we'll cover it here on the channel as we go through each game. So we got a good matchup here. Like I said, from last year, there was an exciting finish. If you guys don't remember, I'll leave a link up above for that game there, the national championship game, because that was really fun. I was really actually hoping to put it up on here on the channel, but I went ahead and accidentally deleted the footage there. So unfortunately, you can't show you the full game. I was going to have it up as a video that was going to be, you guys could watch in the playlist for this series. But we're going to get out here to the field. We're going to kick off first, and Stanford going to try to see if they can return as national champions once again. So Illinois, of course, the heavy favorite from last season, trying to get back to the national championship. Of course, getting a rematch here against us here at home would be even better for them, as we did get our national championship rings here for this ceremony before the game. And fans, of course, students, and everybody was here cheering us on as we see a 2nd and 1 now for Illinois. And Illinois, they don't have their quarterback from last season, but they do have Burnett, as he's a pretty decent backup quarterback now, of course, now taking over the reins as the head QB. They still have Brian Skiles in there in the backfield there. Of course, we're going to watch out for him. And they have, just like their quarterback from last season, he is a runner, and so is Burnett, as he gets 7 yards on that carry. And, of course, they're going to do a no-huddle here. So our no-huddle defense is going to have to deal with this, as this no-huddle offense loves to try to trip us up here, as Lewis gets the quick catch there for 5 yards. Tony Lewis last year, of course, had a big game against us and did very well for himself there in that national championship game, as of course we won that game in a field goal towards the last 2 seconds to be exact there in that game. So you have another quick pass there to Lewis again, and this time he gets 11-yard reception. And again, that's another first down here for the Fighting Illini. And like I said, Fighting Illini know what happened last year. They are burnt about it. There was talks about this matchup for the last good 2 months, ever since they found out that these two they were going to play against each other. And Coach TJ Bonds said he wanted to play there in Illinois, there in Champaign, if he got a chance to rematch. He didn't care as long as these 2 teams got to play against each other and see how well who gets this next chance to play against one another. So 3rd and 3 now here for the Fighting Illini, and regardless, they can play that neutral site. He didn't care as long as these 2 teams got to play. As Jacobs gets the catch here, Jacobs going to get into the end zone, and Andy Jacobs gets a 34-yard reception, and that's the first touchdown in the ball game here, as Illinois takes an early lead here now, making it now 6-0. So number 6 Illinois takes the lead here as they did a great job there running their no huddle offense. And now they're going to go on defense for the first time here, as we'll see Zach Melton. Of course, Zach Melton making that huge catch there in the national championship game. We'll hopefully we can see him do the same in this one as he gets the ball there, a nice 20-yard return. And that's going to be a first down there for the nice start there for the Cardinals. As James here, Joel James, of course, he's our guy this year taking over the reins as QB. We were going to start Isaiah Davis, but he's a true freshman, and we're not ready yet. James, we're going to kind of work with him. I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, that James is a guy we're kind of, we're kind of seeing what he can do with his abilities. He has decent accuracy, but at times he can be off from time to time. And he's a redshirt guy, so he's had some chance to develop in this scheme and know the playbook. And we're going to see what we're going to do with him. Now, if worst comes to worst, and he does not play the way we want him to play, starts throwing a lot of picks like Davis did last season, then we could easily bring in Isaiah Davis coming in here as a true freshman to take over the reins as the QB. As we see now, a 3rd and 5 now here for the Cardinals, as they're trying to get this one into the end zone here. James drops back here, looks up, fires, throws this one, and almost gets picked off there by Kevin Calhoun, but it's going to be tipped away. And we're going to see them go, actually, we'll hear on 4th and 5. So coach says, I guess he's giving permission to go for it here. 4th and 5, why not? Play action here. It's early in the ball game. Throw this one up to Mark, and Mark gets a nice chance and a nice reception there for that one. But it's going to be reviewed, as it looks like it's going to be the booth calling this review. And they don't know if there's 1 foot. Yeah, there's 1 foot in there. So they're going to check and just make sure that this is correct. It should be a correct call. It was a catch. It was inbounds, and it's a first down here for him. As they'll see the call it will stand. So I guess the referees see enough there from the video replay there. 1st and 10 here now for the Cardinals as they hand this one off to Graham, who's back here this season, 2nd year as a starter. And Phil Graham there doing a great job here. We're hoping to utilize him more in the backfield this season. Of course, we do have some plans for some other. We got a young wide receiver who we can easily, we've actually been working on. I've been secretly working with him in this game to put him in the schemes of a halfback there who has like 98 speed as a back. So we did some changes there. I didn't show you all those changes during the off-season there in the previous episode. But Mark will get the touchdown there for him for this ball club. And that'll be touchdown number 1 there for him as he gets to the end zone there. Nice job, nice route running there, a nice pass from James, and that's now a tie ball game, 7-7. So we do have some trickery in our playbook here. We do got some changes there so we got some younger players stepping up here as we see. Nice run there from Brian Skiles as he gets 12 yards on that one. Keeps his legs moving to get that first down. But we do have some different, not necessarily different schemes, but we do have some different, got some little trickery plays. We also got a couple of players moving around on the, when it comes to wide receiver positions in certain schemes. Some will, wide receiver 1 may not necessarily be on the left side, or he might be on the right side. So we got some changes here. We've been working on here and there in the off season. As we go down to the 2nd and 11, there's a quick pass there to Landry. Landry will get that catch, and that'll be a quick pass there for 12 yards there for the first down. As Burnett again calls a no huddle here. He's 5 for 5 right now in this passing situation already here in today's game. So Cardinals really need to put some pressure on him. There's a minute left here on the clock here in the first quarter. And Skiles there, he is not going to get anything there. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage as they go over now for a 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 now here on this no huddle situation here with the Fighting Illini here. Burnett now drops back, hands this one off there to Skiles. Skiles runs this one and he's only able to scrape up 3 yards on the carry. As I believe they will call, yes, he is calling his line up, getting his line up on the line of scrimmage there, and trying to get everybody back there. So now 3rd and 6 here. Burnett drops back, throws this one there quickly, and ooh, he overthrows that one there to Skies, as he can't get that one. It's going to be forcing them to punt. So now we go to 1st and 10 after the punt here. We're on our own 20-yard line. Barber in motion here, going from your right to your left side of your screen. Play clock running down the 2, and James here drops back in the pocket, looks up, fires, and no, he cannot get that one off as he tries to heave back to throw this one, but it's going to be an 8-yard sack there. Nice stop from Greg Smith on the sack. As we go now to a 2nd and 18 for the Cardinals, as we'll see play action here. And James now going to run this one himself, looking for a block there, but he gets tangled up with his fullback. And that's going to be 8 yards as they get back to the original line of scrimmage. So now, 3rd and 10. Of course, a pass situation here, and the defense knows this. As James here play action. James looking back. He fires, throws to Mark, and Mark gets down the field, breaks off a tackle, keeps going there, and he gets on the other side of the 50. Mark him at the 45-yard line of the Fighting Illini. Great job there of keeping his legs moving. Now 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals, as the Cardinals QB James scrambles off here. He's got to get rid of this football, but he's going to be taken for a loss of 8 on the play, and that's another sack there on the offensive line from the defense there on James, as he's just giving up way too much here. James now play action once again. That one's going to be picked off by Robinson. He does a great job there, keeping his eyes there in zone. And Eddie Robinson gets his first interception this season, as now they're going to have to be back on defense here, the Cardinals are, and try to get this football back there. Great job there from Eddie Robinson, keeping an eye on the quarterback, knowing which situation he's going to throw that pass to Marks on that particular play. We might have to be maybe become a little too predictable there on 3rd downs. We'll see Burnett there, throws one there to Jacobs. Jacobs gets the catch, and that's a 3-yard return. 3-yard reception, I should say, for a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, now throwing that one to Beck. Beck gets the catch. He is fighting for that 1st down marker and gets 10 on the play, and that'll be his first catch of the day. Fighting Illini now, 1st and 10. Barnett here is going to run this one here instead. Moses is going to track him down. Moses is going to bring him down, and that's a 2-yard carry there for the QB for the Fighting Illini. Now 2nd and 8, quick pass, screen pass there to Brian Skiles. He gets tripped up. Nice job there, grabbing the legs there, making sure he cannot go nowhere. And that's a loss of a yard on that reception. Now 3rd and 10 here, crucial 3rd down. We'll see Barnett here, drops back in the pocket, looks up, fires this one deep. This one goes in there, and a nice catch there from Tony Lewis. 30 yards on the reception. 1st and 10, now they're inside the 10 here in Cardinals territory. As Burnett now drops back in the pocket here. Got a good clean pocket here. Throws one and rifles that one to Tony Lewis to finish off the drive. And that's a touchdown here for the Fighting Illini. Now the Fighting Illini now take a 1-possession lead here, making it now 14-7 here at the farm. 7-point lead here. 3:24 left here in the first half. James drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, trying to rifle this one to Clint Williams, and that will be an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. James, it sometimes seems like he's just trying too hard to just muscle the football in there, and that's usually causing a lot of these defensive players here to jump the route there, as they're just, I don't know, they just can read him pretty well there. He's not too, he's just predictable about where he's going to throw that ball to. So now 1st and 10 here for James, as we'll see a play action here. This one ran by Graham, and or not play action, but a handoff there, as that's a loss there from Justin Clay for 3 yards on the play. We'll go now to a 3rd and 13. We'll see James now drops back in the pocket here. He's going to scramble off to the right-hand side, looking down the field, throws this one up there. That's going to be picked off, and it's going to be caught there. Nice job there again from this defense. There's James now, 2 interceptions now here today's game. Not having a good day here and not impressing Coach TJ Barnes as Brian Skiles now runs this one here, and Bennett gets there as Bennett gets there for this tackle with a little help from a couple of Cardinals. 2nd and 9. Burnett now drops back here, throws a screen pass there to Brian Skiles. Skiles gets hit hard, and he'll lose 4 on the play on that reception. Nice hustle there from the defense. And now can we try to stop him here on 3rd and 13? 3rd and 13 now coming up here for the Cardinals. As the Fighting Illini here trying to convert for the first down. Good blocking going down the field here. Brian Skiles finds him around that block and gets down 22 yards on the reception, making another first down here for the Fighting Illini. Now inside the 20 here, marking him around the 11-yard line there. 1st and 10, Burnett hands us off to Brian Skiles, but he is going to be met by a couple of Cardinals there. Nice stop, and they'll burn their 2nd timeout now here in the first half. Fighting Illini leads this game right now, 14-7. As we'll see 2nd and 12 here, handoff there to Brian Skiles again, and Brian cannot get out of that backfield there as he's having real trouble here. As this defensive line is really good, doing a great job sniffing out the run. Now Burnett gets taken for a loss there for 7, and now it's a 4th and 18. And I imagine they'll try to kick a field goal here to add 3 more points to it, making a 10-point game now for Stanford. As we'll see with just a minute left here, Stanford not going to call no timeouts. I guess they believe they can get down the field here. I would think they would call a timeout and try to get this kicker to think about this kick otherwise here, but coach is not going to call a timeout. Referee will look at the coach to make sure he's going to call a timeout or not, and apparently he's not. So with now 42 seconds left here, Stanford needs to get down the field here if they want to get back in this ball game and get a touchdown and be within 3. So now 42 seconds left for Stanford. Maybe they got something cooked up here for this defense here. I don't know. We'll see if that's going to come back and bite them now. 1st and 10 here. Pass there to Mark. Mark gets the catch. And he's at the 43-yard line. They're still in Cardinals territory. Nice pass there from James. As James now drops back here looking deep. Throws this one up there to Marks again. And Mark gets another nice catch. Crossing the 50. And I believe they're at the 35-yard line for the first down. Huge day for him already. Over 150 yards now. And, of course, a touchdown. 7 catches there for the tight end. Go now to 1st and 10 here for James. As James now here, play action here, looking up, fires. Of course, he's going to throw to Mark, and the Mark, great footwork there from him as he gets 17 yards on the reception, getting another first down. Of course, Stanford called a timeout. 24 seconds left here. 2 timeouts remaining for Stanford. We'll see a play action here from James. James drops back in the pocket to the right or left-hand side. Gets hit as he throws. Incomplete pass, a dangerous pass at that, as he almost really ate those yards there again. So now 2nd and 10 for Stanford. As we'll see James now drops back, throw up the middle there to Barber. Barber gets the catch but can't hold on to it. And it's an incomplete pass, they say. And it's going to be a 3rd and 10. So possibly the last chance now here for the Cardinals will do something in this situation. 3rd and 10, 15 seconds left. Play action. James here looks to his left-hand side again. For this time, he finds Harris. Harris gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Daniel Harris. Nice job there from him. His first touchdown this season. And this ball game's back in within 3. As that's a great play there. And great job there getting down the field. So just a few seconds left here in the first half. 7 seconds to be exact. We'll see Brown in motion there for Fighting Illini. Brian Skiles there will get the carry. And Brian will get 3 yards. And that'll be the last play here in the half. As we are trailing here by 3. It's 17-14. Illinois look like they are here to play. They're ready to get some revenge on us from last season. But the question is, can we come back here and get back into this ball game here today? As it just has not been going our way, especially in the passing game. A lot of forced passes there. Of course, our QB not doing a good job there of really going down, backing up in the backfield too much. And he needs to take more of a three drop back step there for himself, not those 5 or 7 as he has been doing. or if he can't find nobody, just run the ball himself. So that's something Coach TJ Bonds is going to have to talk to him, and we'll see if they make any kind of adjustments going to the second half. I would also imagine, too, the rushing game, as you take a look, they're -3 yards rushing, and a lot of that is coming from our loss of yardage when it comes to the sack. So we're still having issues with our offensive line, which is something I've been addressing and I've been talking about here quite a bit in the last really season and a half, and hopefully this season we can get some guys to come here to Stanford and help us block. That's a big issue for us right now. So we'll see here at the start of the second half what we can do and make some the needed adjustments that we need to make. Especially, we got to get back to the running game here. We're losing yardage here too much from our QB, and we need to get back on the field here on the ground game to really wear this Fighting Line 19 out like we did in the national championship game. As you see here, James going to run this one himself. He's going to get pushed out of bounds, and he gets a gain of 10 yards on the play. So we got about 7 yards, I guess, positive now here for ourselves. 1st and 10 here for James as he's in I formation. It looks like they're going to be a play action here. And you're going to force these guys to run here. And oh, that was a throw, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. It looks like he was going to run, and then that's the last minute he's going to throw. And you got to make up your mind up there, Joel James. As we go now to a 3rd and 10. James drops back in the pocket here, looks up down the middle there to tight end, excuse me. His tight end, number 81. That is DeAndre Mark, who gets the catch for the first. So now 1st and 10 here for the Stanford Cardinals, as we'll see another play action here. James now jumping down the field. He gets hit as he throws again. And I just guess he's just cruising for a bruising here as he's been hit, but no loss of yardage down that play. We go to 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 with 5:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. James drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to be heaved, but it's going to be thrown short. It's Bennett there for the Fighting Illini. Gets this one, and that is turnover number 3. 3rd interception now in the game. 1st interception in the second half. And this is not what we need from this QB here today, especially against this Fighting Illini 19, number 6 in the nation. Burnett now hands off to Skiles here. Skiles trying to run the backfield, and Skiles is going to be brought down for a 1-yard gain as he has now 24 yards here today. Man in motion there for the Fighting Illini. As we'll see Burnett here hands this one off there. It looks like there's going to be a flag on the field here. We'll see who this laundry belongs to. And it looks like it's going to be on the defense. They're going to call offsides. And that is on Barnett there. Ashton Barnett there, one of our defensive ends. So now 3rd and 2 here. The crowd trying to get into this one, trying to create some noise here to help out the defense. And there you see a great catch there from Andy Jacobs as he gets the first down. Burnett now throws this one there quickly there to Jacobs again. That one he's going to get. He's going to be pushed out of bounds near the 35-yard line there in Cardinal territory. Again, no huddle here once again. As we go 1st and 10 here for Burnett. Burnett dropping back, goes off the right-hand side. That one gets tossed up. That one's going to be picked up by Jackson. And Jackson trying to go for a pick 6 here. He's going to get this one down, and he's going to go back in the Fighting Illini's territory near the 40-yard line for a nice interception. So now we go have a chance now to get back in this ball game. We can take the lead here if we can get this one down the field and get in the end zone. And we'll see James. He'll take this one there. Nice run there from him as he makes a nice slide, and that'll be a 1st down. Good run there from him. Great job of noticing. Couldn't find anybody down the field, so why not just use his own legs and go down the field. We see a blitz come in here, and James did not see that, as that's a loss of 7 on that play. 2nd and 7 now here for Joel James as he again play action here. Throws this one up there. That's going to be caught by Marks, and Mark going to be pushed out inside the 15, somewhere around the 13-yard line for the 1st down. Ball on the 12-yard line now here, 1st and 10. We'll see what they can do with 3:04 left here. We'll see if we can get this one in the end zone. James drops back in the pocket, deep, throws this one there to Clint Williams, and Williams gets an 8-yard reception. Nice job there from him, as that'll be his first catch of the day. Of course, he dropped one earlier, and now he's made that one up here as we go now 2nd and 2. They try to run this one there, but Graham only gets back to the line of scrimmage there for no gain. Nice stop there from Jeremy Holmes of the Fighting Illini. 3rd and 2. And it looks like they're going to try to run this one again as they throw a screen toss there. And that is going to be a loss of 2 there. Nice stop there from Justin Clay. As they go kick a field goal here now, they can tie this game back up here with a field goal. Field goes up, and it is good. No problem there, and that ties it up. The ball game back up now 17-all. So now 1st and 10 for the Fighting Illini as Burnett hands this one off to Skiles. Skiles trips up there, falls, and that's going to be a 1-yard gain there for him as he is having a really tough day here today on the field in the backfield. He has not had a big run just yet here, as we'll see Burnett now play action here. He'll throw this one up there to Lewis. And Tony Lewis gets another reception there for 14 yards. That's another 1st down. He is getting close to 70 yards here today in this game. Skiles now in the backfield there. He's going to get stopped by Reed and another defender, as that's a nice stop there from the defense. Now 3rd and 14 as the crowd's trying to get behind this defense here and try to get a stop now. 3rd and 14, 19 seconds left here in the quarter. We'll see a nice stop there from Burnett, on to Burnett, I should say, for a loss there. And it's going to be a 4th and 25. Obviously, they're going to have to punt for this one here. And we'll see if they'll do that here coming up. As a nice tackle there, a nice sack there from that defensive line of ours. Really coming alive here. As you see, Joe James there, his numbers so far here. Not a great day for him. He's getting close to 300 yards, but those interceptions have been something here. As he's just been underthrowing passes and, of course, forcing passes there. You see a nice pass there right there to Mark as he gets a 17-yard reception. That's a 1st down here for the Cardinals. As we go to now a 1st and 10 here near midfield. James now drops back here, and he gets hit as he tries to find somebody there, but he could not find nobody there. As everyone was pretty well covered there on that play. Nice sack there from the defense. 2nd and 15 now after the sack. We'll see now play action here from James. James looking down the field, throw this one up to his tight end, and of course his tight end's wide open there. Nice footwork again as he stays in bounds. He has now over 230 yards in today's game, Mark does. Go now, play action here once again. James now this time looking down the field. James throws this one there. A little hesitant. He was going to run it, but then he decided to go ahead and throw it for a gain of 16. Now over 250 yards now here today's game here for Mark. DeAndre Mark having a great game here with good hands. James now here. Try to throw this one, but it's going to be batted away as it was thrown. Thank goodness no one can get to that one. It'll be a 2nd and 10 now. So now we go to a 2nd and 10 here for the Cardinals. See if they can get this one into the end zone here. Play action again. Throw this one up there. That's going to be to Mark. And Mark gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the Cardinals now take a 7-point lead here going into this one. As I believe DeAndre Mark he has now the most receiving yards in a game. Nice job there for breaking that school record here today. As we'll see here, Mosley here gets the nice stop there on Skiles as he gets just a gain of 4 on that run. So now, crucial 3rd and 6 here for the Fighting Illini, number 6 in the nation. Trying to get down the field here. Burnett here gets sacked there. Nice stop there from our defensive lineman. Eddie Young gets his 1st sack of the day. And the 1st sack of the year here, and that's going to be a nice stop. It puts him now 4th and 13. And now a choice needs to be made if they're going to go ahead and punt here. Let's take a look here. They went ahead and did so. So now 24-17, Stanford leads this one here with 3:40 left. Hand off there to Graham. And, of course, they try and play it smart and could be a little conservative here as they run this one for a gain of 7 yards up the middle there for Phil Graham. 2nd and 3. We'll see if they're going to, of course, run this ball again now. And there you see James taking his time there. He knows he can use the clock as much as he possibly can. As play clock's running down to 5 here, they'll see a snap here, and they'll go ahead and give this one to Phil Graham as he'll get to the 1st down marker. And, of course, that will get him the 1st down. So a new set of downs now for the Cardinals as they're doing a great job here on the ground game here, but still a lot of time left on the clock. 1st and 10 here for Stanford as they're again just whittling down this clock as much as they possibly can try and make the best out of this here. As you'll see a handoff there. That's going to go to Graham once again. Graham going up the middle. And he gets a nice couple of yards there on that one. 5 yards to be exact for his 2nd and 5 coming up. So now 2nd and 5 here for the Cardinals. Number 2 in the nation here. Trying to see if they can continue this winning streak they've been on here so far as they went undefeated last season. And they're going to see if they can continue that going into this season. It's a handoff this one off to Graham. Graham's going to run this one, and a nice run there for him as he gets a no gain there. And Illinois is going to call a quick timeout. So under 2 minutes left here. 3rd and 5 here. Of course, the clock is stopped. So we got to get this clock moving again. And it looks like James Dale going to probably try to pass this time. They're going to see a pass here to Mark. And again, Mark gets another great catch as he has now 25 yards on the reception there. And that's a nice job here as James now has over 350 yards here in today's game. 2 touchdowns and, of course, 2 interceptions. Now 1st and 10 here for Stanford Cardinals as they try to move this clock once again, and we'll see here that Graham will get a yard, but the clock will be stopped, and that'll be the last timeout now Illinois has here in today's game. 1 possession lead now for the Stanford Cardinals as there's 1:43 left here in the 4th quarter. As we'll see 2nd and 9. James drops back here, throw a quick pass there to Barber. Barber gets it, holds on to it, and that'll be a quick reception there, as he's just 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker. So now try to convert for this 3rd down here as the clock continues to tick on. Illinois cannot stop the clock whatsoever. So we can just try to milk this clock as much as we possibly can. 3rd and 3. And we'll see a handoff there to Graham. Graham's going to get to the 1st down marker, and he does. Yes, he does. They see he gets about 4 on the play, and that makes it a 1st down. 1st and 10 here for the Stanford Cardinals as there's 44 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. They're trying again milk the clock as much as they possibly can and try to whittle down this time now as they hand this one off to Graham once again. Graham breaking a tackle but then gets broken himself as he is taken down there for a loss from Justin Clay, who has now 6 tackles and 3 tackles for loss already here in today's game. He has just been everywhere where this football is at. So now 2nd and 11, just 10 seconds left here. Not much we can do, just try to keep this clock moving as Graham runs this one here. Graham finds an opening. Graham going down the field. He's at the 5. He gets pushed out at the 1. And Stanford, I believe, called a timeout there as Coach TJ Bonds wants to try to see if they can get in the end zone here. I don't know if this is a good call or not, but they, of course, want to try to stick it to Illinois and see what they can do. Now with 1 second left here on the clock here, handoff there to Graham. Graham's going to run this one in there, and that is going to be a touchdown. Nice job. And of course they'll have enough, they'll give them time to kick the field goal. They do so, and they win this one here. Stanford wins it 31-17. Just kind of digging in the knife there and showing that, the reason why they are champions from last season. And nice job there. DeMarc, 15 receptions, 308 yards at the school record there, and 2 touchdowns there for him as he is going to be the player of the game. And the Stanford Cardinals now will move on and get ready for next week's game, week 2 there, as they will take on, I believe it is it's Washington State, former bit Pac-12 team. Now they're in the conference. Our version of Conference USA was really called, I think Steve called it Canadian USA Division, as his school is in Canada. So, yeah, go figure. But nonetheless, here we'll see. There you see the numbers there. It's 31-17 is your final score. 19 first downs there for us, 11 for them. 413 yards total yards there for us. 193 yards there. So we did a great job. Especially rushing, we were able to stop Skiles there as they only got about 16 yards on the ground. 23 carries, 16 yards. They did number on us too. 22 carries for 56 yards and 1 touchdown. But I would say there in the pass department there, they did a great job there. 15 of 18, 2 touchdowns. For us, 19 of 30, 3 touchdowns. But if you take a look at the turnovers, yeah, that was the difference maker right there. 3 interceptions. When you to me, if you have two or more interceptions in a game, this is just my theory of this. It's not going to be a good day. So we have 3 interceptions. I mean, in some ways, I kind of feel like we were going to lose there for a while there. James was just not playing the way I was hoping. But it's only 3 interceptions. Next week we'll see how things go. We'll give him another shot at it. But at some point here, if he does not, worst case scenario, I'm thinking, we'll have to pull the trigger and bring in the true freshman to take over. And I don't want to do that to him. I want to, stick with one quarterback. I don't want to have a quarterback controversy again. But it is what it is. So we'll have to see how he does next week. Harris, of course, had that touchdown there for us. That was nice. What else? There you see defensively, 11 tackles and 2 tackles for loss there from Mosley. Jackson, 3 tackles, an interception. Milton, he had a tackle for loss and 3 tackles there from Zach Milton. Reed, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. He had a sack also. Mann, 2 tackles, a tackle for loss. Young, a tackle for loss, and a sack. And Ross also had a tackle and a tackle for loss and a sack all in that game too. So a lot of guys did a great job there defensively. And very appreciated. Though you see Burnett, 15 of 18, 177, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Skiles, like I said, we did a great job shutting him down. He didn't get over 30 yards. He was 16 carries for 27 yards and 1 broken tackle. Burnett had 7 carries for negative 11 yards there for the day. And then Tony Lewis, great day. We did a better job covering him this time around than we did last year. 5 catches for 69 yards, but he did get in the end zone along with Andy Jacobs, who also got in the end zone there, 4 catches for 59 yards. And there you see their guys' numbers there. Like I said, Clay was just about everywhere when that ball was passed, and he did a great job. He had a couple tackles for loss there. He had 3. Him and Holmes had the most in the game. And the most sacks by Holmes, who had 2. Smith and Hines both had 1 apiece, and of course Holmes had an interception along with Bennett, and I believe Robinson also had an interception there in his game today also. So a lot of guys defensively there doing a good job. But coming up in week 2, we have our former Pac-12 opponent, but now they're in the Conference USA, like I mentioned, and we're going to be playing them. We'll be hosting them coming up in week 2 as to take on Washington State. Should be a good game. It's nice to see. Nice to be able to play these games. I actually had them on the schedule last year, but at the last minute, Steve told me that they were unavailable for that. So we had to find somebody else. I like to play Washington better, but Washington State, that's fine. We can play the Cougars, but we'll see how we do against them. Nice little Pac-12 Kenyonship there. They're former Pac-12 members, but now with the Conference USA. So we'll see how we play against them coming up. As you can take a look at the standings right there of the numbers. But it should be a good one. I cannot wait to see that, and it'll be coming up here very soon. It'll be coming up on Thursday, you guys. So stay tuned for that. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Hit the link down below if you want to check us out on the main channel on ESGNet. But that's it for here on ESGNLP of the Stanford Cardinals Online Dynasty. As always, follows on follows on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out there for latest news and events, as you guys can get the download on what's going on here on the channel and what's going on in the world of sports and sports gaming in general. But that's it for me. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy, wear a mask, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.